The Air Jordan 1 High Union is regarded as one of the best Air Jordan 1s of all time, and the resale prices definitely reflect it. They go for about $2,000 US on average, and so when I saw that Jordan Brand was making a mid-top version, the poor man's version of the highs as they're often called, I was really excited, and so these were eventually released. The Air Jordan 1 Mid, and some people call these the Union. We'll get into the reason why, but honestly, I think Jordan Brand messed up with these, and they could have had a banger on their hands. They really could have had a fire pair of mids, and these just ended up being one of the mids that kind of drifted away by the wayside. So let's take a look at the Jordan 1 Mid Union. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you're already subscribed. On Sneaker Talk 365, we do a ton of sneaker reviews just like this. So if you want to learn about shoes, find out about new pairs, or maybe reflect back and check out some older pairs, then check out the catalog of videos on the channel, and feel free to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Today, we're taking a look at these right here, the Jordan 1 Mid Union. This is a shoe that I paid resale for because I was really excited for it. I wanted to get the review out early, and I just never ended up doing it. So we're here now, almost a year late. So these have been nicknamed the Air Jordan 1 Mid Union. These were released in August of 2020, and they released a couple other pairs that look similar to this. They released a blue pair along with a purple pair with the same kind of aesthetic going on. But this is the closest pair in terms of colorway to the Union 1 Jordan High. Now the retail price for these was $120 US, and I thought resale for these was going to be pretty high because they are a really good reflection of the Jordan 1 High at first glance, and that's where they get you. The first impression of the shoe, maybe on images and even on StockX, even StockX shows the wrong images for this shoe. For this shoe on StockX, they have it with gray suede, which would be a good representation or a good replication of the high tops. However, when you actually look at these sneakers up close, there's no gray suede on this shoe at all. So yeah, we're gonna talk about sizing, comfort, all that stuff, quality control, and more in a bit. But right now, let's take a closer look at the details. So as per usual, when it comes to the Jordan 1 Mid, you can't expect the best materials in the world. That's one of the things that really separate the mids from the highs. Now this is a SE release, a special edition release labeled by the box, and so the retail price on these was slightly higher than usual. In Canada, the retail price for mids is usually $150. These would have been $165 Canadian. Now in the US, StockX labels it as $120 US. I'm pretty sure that's the regular price for mids, so I'm pretty sure they have that messed up. So yeah, the retail price is a slight increase because they do experiment with the materials a bit on these. They're not as cheaply made as a regular pair of Jordan 1 mids. When you buy mids, you typically want the mid because the colorway is really close to something of the high top version. So if you like the black toe Jordan 1s, this is quite similar alongside the Unions. Now let's take a closer look at the materials of the shoe, which is one of the reasons I feel like the shoe falls short of greatness. So starting off with the toe box, you have a white leather toe box. I say that in quotations because it's not actual leather, it's like this pleather material, and you have that white smooth leather also on the side panel of the shoe, right behind that black Nike swoosh, and a little bit on the upper half of the side panel right here on the back. Now those are actually the only hits of leather on the entire shoe. The Jordan 1 High Union uses a completely like leather upper, and then they have suede hits at the very top. Now we do have suede at the top, but let's talk about the toe box of the shoe. This is where it gets a little icky for me. So they decided to use this black canvas material that is very similar to the material you would have on, you know, pencil crayons, you know, the ones with the two zippers on the side and the handle. That black canvas wraps around the entire toe box and then goes up down the eyelets of the shoe, all black, and then you also have black shoelaces as well. These don't come with any extra laces. I wish they did, because you do pay a slight premium, which would have been nice, because high tops usually have more than one set of laces. Now the black canvas material continues on the swoosh, and why Jordan Brand, why did you do this? So you have that black canvas swoosh on both sides of the sneaker, and then you have the hits of red on the shoe, which are really nice. I like the hits of red. You have red suede on the back heel right here, here, wrapping around the shoe. And then you also have it on the Air Jordan Wings logo as well. That is debossed into the leather. And the final hits of red on the shoe are on the tongue. You have that red Jumpman logo front and center. Because this is a mid, they have the Jumpman with the Air, not Nike Air, unlike the high top version. Now besides that, you have hits of green, or igloo as some people would call it. It's like a minty green, and this is where the shoe falls down, man. It doesn't work out. It kind of gives me like these Christmassy little vibes with the green. So the gray suede that looks like it's gray, at least on StockX, is all green. So you have hits of green right here. You have hits of green on the top around the ankle area, and I don't mess with that, man. Why couldn't they have made these gray? They should have made it gray. I feel like that would have made the sneaker a lot better than it actually is right now. Now, on the other hand, you can look at it like this. The Jordan 1 High Unions resell for about $2,000 US. And these right here are reselling for about 10% over the retail price on like StockX, which means if you're selling these on StockX, for example, you're not making any profit unless you bought these on sale. Yeah, I was really surprised. I thought this would have been one of the mids that went up in value. There were so many mids that released last year that went up in value. This was just not one of them. So a little bit disappointing with that. In terms of the future resale predictions, I really don't see the sneaker climbing. I think it's gonna stay at where it's at right now and stay there for a long time. Anyways, to wrap up the materials on the shoe, you have a black outsole that has the typical Air Jordan 1 outsole, and then you also have another hit of igloo with the stitching on the tongue of the shoe at the very top right here. This is not something we usually see when it comes to Jordan 1s or Jordan 1 mids or just any Jordan 1. It kind of reminds me of, you know, the stitching that is on the Jordan 1 High, how they have it make it look like there's two Jordan 1 stitched together. It kind of has that kind of aesthetic, that kind of look, but it's not stitching anything together. They just decided to put that pattern right there, that stitching pattern on the tongue. It doesn't do anything other than that. Now, in terms of sizing and comfort, if you're gonna buy these, I would recommend going your true size. These fit just like any other Air Jordan retro sneaker or Nike sneaker. I'm typically a size 10, grab these in a size 10, and they fit perfectly. Now, in terms of the comfort isn't all that amazing. I will give these like a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. The only difference between these and the high tops is the high tops are obviously a little higher, so you can feel it ever so slightly around your ankle area, but on feet it's not that noticeable unless you're looking for it. If you wanted a, you know, a decent colorway, like the colorway is okay if you're getting it for retail, but please don't pay anything higher than retail for these. If you like that black toe look, that almost kind of Union 1 High look, then these can kind of work. You can kind of make it work. Maybe you could even dye this suede from green, maybe make it gray. I feel like that would be a really good subtle touch you can make to the shoe to make it a whole lot better. But from a collector standpoint, from like a sneakerhead who loves Jordan 1 mids and or loves Jordan 1s and loves collecting ones, this one is a little bit lackluster. But if you're, you know, that person who buys maybe a pair every so often, you wanted a decent pair to wear and look fresh in, I still think these look fantastic on feet. So maybe not so much a collector sneaker, more of a Jordan 1 mid meant for like the regular everyday non-sneakerhead, non-sneaker collector. I would love to hear what you guys think about the Jordan 1 mid Union in the comment section down below. Of course, you can tell I was disappointed, but I would love to hear what you guys think. Should they have done other changes to the shoe to make it look more like the Unions, or do you think it's fine the way it is? I'd love to hear you in the comments down below, so I'll chop it up with you guys down there. With that said, more reviews on the way. We're on our way back to grinding out daily sneaker reviews, so make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a video. We're going to be giving away a bunch of free shoes on this channel, so you don't want to miss it. With that said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.